Hi, I'm Dr. William H. Myers, Professor of New Testament and Black Church Studies at Ashland Theological Seminary in Ohio and Senior Pastor of the New Mount Zion Baptist Church in Cleveland. This is the third part of a Bible study series on the goodness of God. I want you to listen here today to the very first chapter in the Holy Bible, chapter 1 of Genesis.
The book of Genesis. Chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good. And he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." So God made the vault, and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. And it was so. God called the vault sky. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear." And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it according to their various kinds." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. And let there be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the sea and every living thing with which the water teems and that moves about in it according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the land produce living creatures, according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind." And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." Then God said, "I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move upon the ground, everything that has the breath of life in it, I give every green plant for food. And it was so. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good.
I want to talk in this part, third part of the series, about God's created goodness. You know, the one thing that keeps coming up in that whole passage about the creation is goodness. Go back and read that and ponder. Slow down when you get to, and it was good. Look at all of the things that God said was good. There was light, and it was good. The land was separated from water, land, water, and it was good. All of the created creatures in the water, in the air, crawling along the ground, walking on the ground, it was good. Humankind, made in our likeness, the likeness of the Godhead, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and it was good. And everything, it closes by saying, everything was very good. God's goodness was on display from the very beginning. And everything he made was good. So goodness populated the land. Did you know that every tree, it looks like we originally were vegetarians. Everything with seeds in it was made not only for humankind, but for even the animal kingdom. There was nothing there said about killing and eating of meat. We were made to exist and to live that way. We will even later find out that we were made naked, just like the animals who walk around naked now. They're not putting no clothes on. We were perfect. We were good. What a blessed existence. We had everything that we needed. There was nobody even having to work for it. Don't have to strive for it. Even humankind was made to be over everything. There was even reproduction. Doesn't sound like reproduction was a problem at that time. There's nothing about pain and reproduction. So obviously it wasn't about osmosis. It was sexuality was a part of it. God's goodness was at work. And the earth and all he created was as he wanted it to be. Perfect. It was very, very good. How did it get all messed up? What the killing of animals and the killing of each other and the polluting of the earth and hatred and all of that. Where did that come from? It was not a part of God's goodness and his original creation. He made us in his likeness as well. He breathed the breath of life, the breath of God into us. There was light everywhere. There was light. We lived by light that was good. As we later find out, the light had to come back into the world because darkness had taken over from the sin. That not the animals, not the fish, not the birds, but that the human race brought into the world by disobeying God. But you know what? God's goodness still did not disappear. God was so good that he sent Jesus to redeem his earth back to him, to redeem his people back to him. That goodness, that light is still here in the midst even of the darkness of the fallen world. That goodness will win out. Light will win out over darkness. Good will win out over evil. Christ did it at the cross. And one day, the way God first created it and wanted it to be, will come again and be established as Jesus, King of Kings, rules and reigns over all. Know this then, in between those times, the perfection of God's creation in the beginning and the perfection and goodness of God's creation in the end. In between that, let us live in the goodness of God. Let us hate evil, cling to the good, love God, love each other, and live in the goodness of God. We end on this song, the goodness of God. Do you have it?